Kaci from Albania and Petri Makkonen from Finland.
Eklent Kaci wins the leg.
So Eklent Kaci wins the leg. I think on paper it's fair to say Eklent's favourite, but he's going to be a little bit nervous. First round of any tournament, you're always a little bit edgy.
Thanks, Eklent.
But let's not
Thank you,
forget,
first
he
rank.
has in the past
Eklent Kaci to
been
break.
#1 in the world ranking.
Well, they hit that break with a lot of power, but it was a dry break, and in the first match the table seemed to be breaking very kind, but the wing ball didn't go in then.
No, I don't think there was one game in that last match where the wing ball didn't go. I just wonder if it was a bit of change of pace there.
Push out called. Your choice,
So
Eklent.
Petri's played the push out, and I can't see
Play
Kaci
again yet?
playing this one, and he hands it straight back over. So he's going for the jump cue. Not only is this very difficult to pot, it's also difficult to try and get on the blue 2 ball.
Never easy cueing from the rail. Boy, he made that look really easy.
Yeah, he's definitely one of the best cueists in the whole of the pool world. Stays very still on the shot. Very good at pocketing the ball. But he is yet to still win a big Matchroom pool tournament. He's a young man, so he's got plenty of time.
How tall is he, Carl? He's a very tall. He's probably one of the tallest players on tour.
Yeah, he's about 6'3", 6'4". There you see his cue action, stays very still.
Yeah, really nice. Good setup. So again, just to remind everyone, in this tournament we've gone down to 4-inch pockets, and we could see in the last match that cost a couple of shots to both players. We saw Justin miss a 9-ball, relatively easy 9-ball. And Kelly missed a few balls that she wouldn't normally miss, so it's not called the Dufferbet World Masters for nothing.
Yeah, unfortunately for Kelly, she didn't quite show up today. Wasn't her A game. And that looks okay, does it? I think he's got... Well, he needs an angle here, otherwise he might find it difficult to get on the brown 7, which is his next ball. Yeah, and he's just on the wrong side of that, so this is a little tricky one.
Extension, please.
And you see, he calls the extension. You get 1 per rack. I don't know if you can play this with topspin and get the cue ball off the top rail with left, but on a brand new table the spin doesn't bite as much as it usually would.
That was a beautifully struck shot. Look at that. Like you said earlier, cue staying perfectly still on the execution, watching the left hand spin on that. You couldn't have played that better. Nice little angle on the 8 ball here to punch forward for the 9 back in the corner.
Yeah, and he's took these well in the end. He had a couple of testing shots on this 9 ball. It gives Eklent Kaci her first rack. Kaci's got a tattoo on his neck. It says perfection. 22 years of age. And of course, the last time we played this event in 2019, he got to the semi-finals. And he's also been to the World 9-Ball Championships semi-finals. So he's no stranger to these arenas. Petri Makkonen, his best performance so far is the prelim round, so we'll be hoping to go one better than that for sure. And let's not forget, he's a World Cup of Pool winner. He won that tournament with Mika Immonen in 2012.
Yes, that was one of his favourite memories because it was played in Manila in the Philippines. And you can imagine the atmosphere during that event. And look at this wonderful atmosphere. We've got a crowd finally back supporting this World Masters.
And he will break.
Yeah, it seems a little surreal seeing the fans cheering and watching the pool matches. Oh, that's a better break. Hit that with a lot of power. And just that last little roll. I think he's just got a little gap. I'm not sure what he can actually do. Yeah, it all depends on how much of the blue 2 ball he can actually see. If he can see enough, he might chance his arm a little bit and go for the 9, but it's very difficult. If not, I'm wondering if he can kind of slow roll the cue ball, kind of just in behind that 9 ball. He's having a good look.
Extension, please.
Yeah, it's hard to get comfortable in this shot because of the distance between the 2 balls.
Yeah, and of course with the 4-inch pocket, if you was going to play the combo, well, that just makes the shot a lot harder now. He's gone for it. It's gone in the heart of the pocket. What a shot that was.
Perfectly played. The speed control was the key there, like you said, with those tighter pockets. Beautiful shot. Off to a dream start, leading 2-0.
Yeah, and Petri's just got to be patient. That's all you can do. It's never nice to be sat there when you've not really had a shot.
And not to forget that it is a winner break format. So he's just got to get a game on the board to possibly get rolling. There's a nice look at the arena. It's a beautiful venue. It's got a crowd back for the first time. Quite a young crowd I see too, Carl.
Thank you, the third
Yeah,
rack.
they like the pool in Gibraltar.
Eklent Kaci is leading by 2 racks to 0.
And they've got some of the
he
world's
will
best
break.
pool players in town. So just take a look at the green 6 ball on the right hand side of the pack. Yeah, there you see, straight into the pocket. He's not holding back on the break, is he?
No, he's a strong lad, that's for sure. And we saw the 1 ball go in the side pocket. We take another look at it. He held that cue ball, didn't he? But it hasn't really helped him.
Yeah, there's no real value in playing the bank into the centre. It's very risky. If he does play that, he's going to have to get that cue ball around the table because it's the red 3 that is coming up after this ball. I think he's having a go though. Is he trying to draw the cue ball round? Pool players do like to go for the shots.
Extension, please.
He's in between minds here, isn't he? I think he's playing a safety. He's just going to chip off the edge.
That was exquisitely done. He found that gap between the 3 and the 5 ball. And as his neck says, he played it to perfection.
Yeah, it was good speed control and it was a great line. And this is not a nice shot for Petri when you've not really been at the table yet. Just got to try and make sure you get a good hit.
Extension called.
Trying to go 2 rails and hit behind this blue 2 ball, sending the blue 2 up towards the top of the table. I think he's overdone it.
Foul
He has
shot.
overdone it. It's going to be ball in hand.
Ball in hand. And start the clock, please.
Yeah, just got hold of it a little too much here, a little too elevated or too much spin. And he's given Kaci another chance at the table here. And he's looking very, very comfortable. I'm not expecting him to miss on this rack.
Yeah, just first glance at the table layout, everything's sat perfect. You can even see where the black 8 ball is. He'll have a very easy shot from that to get onto the 9, so Petri will have clocked this.
He's settling in nicely into this match. About to take a 3-0 lead.
Over the last couple of years, Kaci sped his game up a little bit. He was known as a very slow player. But it's not a slow start. Eklent Kaci 3, Petri Makkonen 0. This missed kick shot from Petri gave Kaci ball in hand, and then the rack was all there for the taking, and take them he did. Dream start leads this match 3-0. They see the first match of the night didn't go Kelly Fisher's way. She lost out to Justin Sayich 7-3. And the
Thank you,
last
fourth
match of
break.
the evening, Alison,
Kaci to break,
the all battle
by
of
3 racks
Team
to nil.
USA.
Yes, coming up will be Skylar Woodward versus Billy Thorpe.
Yeah, let's have a look at this break. The red 3 ball should fly into the pocket, and it does, and he's hitting this break with a lot of power.
He had a really nice cue ball on that break. He just pulled it back slightly off the pack. And he can get through there, we see on the overhead. Oh no, he's had to go rail first, sorry, that looked like he could. Nevertheless. Speed control's looking good, isn't it, Carl?
Yeah, I think the table is playing a little bit slower than last week at the World Cup of Pool. But as you said, he's been in prime position, and looking at the way these balls have come out. These are all there for the taking. There's nothing Petri can do, of course. It's winner breaks. He's just got to hope he gets some form of a chance. He'll be looking to get the cue ball anywhere around the centre of the table. That'll do. Nice angle now, just to run back down towards the 8.
I love watching the self-discipline of players and their preparation for every shot. He practices 3 to 4 hours a day. And many of these players do lots of drills when they practice. You see the focus in his eyes. And there you have it.
Kaci wins the rack.
Eklent Kaci makes the 9 to lead 4-0.
Hello everyone, you've joined me back here, and I'm delighted to say Justin Sayich is with me. Justin, fresh from your win over Kelly Fisher, congratulations, good performance.
Thanks, Michael. Yeah, over the moon with that performance. Besides the missed 9, I was really happy with that performance.
Yeah, but golden break.
Yeah, well, there was one back there, but Kelly managed to play a nice 1-9 combination, so yeah, really happy.
We were talking off camera, weren't we? Because, I mean, it's on there now, look at it. That's a beauty.
Yeah, bit of luck, but it's what you need sometimes.
Oh, I mean, look, there's a lot of pressure on players, isn't it? You know, you're the first match, you've got it over and done with. Must be like a huge relief.
Yeah, first match, you don't know what the table's going to play like. Yeah, straight out there, so yeah, you just have to go out there and do your best.
We're going to go back to the match shortly, but can I ask a favour? Can you stay with me for a few more rounds? We're going to talk to you a bit more.
No worries, thanks
Thank
Michael.
you very much. Let's go back to the match for now.
Yeah, Justin Sayich, very happy with his win. I was speaking to him
Thank you, fifth
yesterday.
break.
He felt
Eklent Kaci to
nervous
break,
about the match.
leading by 4
He
racks
knows
to
what
nil.
a dangerous player Kelly Fisher is. And I'm sure he's a happy man now.
And here we are, back to Eklent, breaking in rack 5. Again, the wing ball in the corner, one ball in the side pocket.
Yeah, lovely cue ball control. He's really in the sweet spot. That's what the players do try and do. It's called parking the cue ball.
So important in this game to mentally commit to what you're about to do. So he's taken his time till he really makes up his mind. Is he looking at that thin cut, Carl?
Yeah, it's very thin.
Oh, that's a beauty. Look at that safety shot.
Yeah, the speed, the line, everything, and the fact that the cue ball has sat right on top of the green 6 means he can't go off the side rail. So Petri's played a jump shot
Extension, please.
and 2 kick shots in this match so far. This is horrible, isn't it, Alison? He can't see a side rail, so he's got to go up towards the top end of the table. Probably off 2 rails, possibly 3. Yeah, he's trying to come back down towards where his hand is. He needs to miss the 6, needs to slide. It's a wonderful contact.
That was a fantastic shot, considering he's barely been at the table. What a great shot.
Yeah, that type of shot, when you play it, sometimes you wish you could have 2 goes at it. And look at this, wonderful hit.
And he's put
Extension
Kaci
call.
back in trouble. It's amazing sometimes you can play the perfect safety shot and you're back in trouble.
Yeah, he needs to hit this 2 ball low, so at the bottom of the 2 ball, just to create some distance, separate the balls. Not that thin though. Oh no, he's fluked the 8, held his hand up as an apology.
The brutality of the game, Carl.
Yep, it can be brutal at times. It was a thin one and he played it with loads of left-hand spin and he's missed it, so didn't take advantage of the fluke. Petri's back at the table.
Yeah, it was a little bit of a tricky shot because of all the spin that he put on the ball. It was not only a thin cut, but he had to negotiate possible deflection on the cue ball there, sending it off course.
Yeah, he's not happy with this one. He's hit it too thick. Wanted the cue ball down towards the bottom rail.
He knew as soon as he hit that ball, didn't he? He started walking.
Yeah, it's funny that, isn't it, Alison? As a player, you often know when you've struck the cue ball, if you've cued it good or bad before contact's even been made. Well, I'll tell you what, Alison, we've been out in the arena and we've been close up to the table, and the fact that it's 4-inch that you could see just puts that little bit of a doubt in your mind.
Yeah, you could see that 2 ball catching that left side of that pocket, and at least he's smiling about it. But he keeps getting away with things too. I mean, the game's obviously going his way. He's playing well, but when he has missed, he seemed to have been a little bit fortunate.
Well, he didn't play that. He was trying to get the cue ball in behind the brown 7. Just going to try and find a good safety shot now. You know, he's still in this match. It's only 4-0 with winner breaks and the table's breaking kind. Doesn't take much to get the momentum back on side.
No, you used it.
We heard there Marcel, our referee from Germany, letting Eklent Kaci know that he's already used his extension.
That was a tricky little shot. Whenever you're aiming so thin, you can often hit it too thick. And there's a little bit of a gap here. I'm not sure if you can see the potting angle though. I mean, if you can, it's not easy. He's not potted a ball yet in open play, so that makes this shot even harder. He's played the bank. Well, there you see, you know, there'd have been a time where that ball would have slid into the pocket. You gotta be a little bit more clinical this week on this table. Yeah, I think he's okay. He can either just play over off the 1 rail. He's just walked round to just double check where that 9 ball is, because he needs to make sure he lands on the left hand side of it. Just like so. Don't think it's going to be too long before Eklent Kaci gets his hands on one of these pool trophies in the TV arenas.
Absolutely agree. He's very impressive. Looks like he's got great fundamentals, great setup. I think it's just a matter of time.
Kaci. He wins the one.
Eklent Kaci leads 5-0.
Yeah, we're just going to listen to Justin and Michael again.
Yeah, thanks, Carl. Yeah, Justin, let's talk about the table. How did it play for you today?
Yeah, first match on, it was super quick. The balls were really slick and very reactive, the cloth. A lot of talk about the pockets. They do look scary, but if you hit them well, they still go. So I managed to pot a few, but yeah, wasn't too bad.
Yeah, you certainly did. Yeah, you played very well today. An interesting last 16 tie you've got now.
Yeah, Alexander Kazakis. So we played last year and he beat me. So yeah, great chance to get one back.
And it was the final for him as well, the 2019 as well. A real heartbreak final for him, wasn't it? So
yeah, he played unbelievable. So really looking forward to that match and can't wait.
You're buzzing, aren't you?
I'm buzzing, yeah.
Love
Over the moon.
Yeah, we love it. We love it. Right, back to the game.
Yeah, super nice guy. He's Justin. I've been going out having a few meals with him this week.
Thank you, 6th track.
And he's got a tough match next.
Leading
Plays
by 5 fractions.
the finalist from the last time we played this event, Alex Kazakis. And I'm sure everybody who follows pool has seen that final. It was one of the most incredible matches I've ever seen on a pool table. It was a bit fortunate there because I think that cue ball were tracking towards left centre.
It seems to be going all his way so far.
Yeah, he's in two minds again. Of course, he can pot the one ball in this corner, but what type of angle does he have?
Yes, being close to the back rail sort of hampers different things that he can do with the cue ball.
Well, he just clipped the 8, and would you look at this? It's gone all the way around the table, and it's gone safe. That was all because he was trying to create an angle that wasn't quite there. I'm starting to feel for Petri now, Alison. It's not nice to see this, is it? I want him to get a rack on the board.
Yeah, I feel the same way. But I'm sure
Extension
Kaci
call.
feels a little bit embarrassed, I think, by the little bit of run that he has had.
This one is very thin if he's trying to play it in that top left. Maybe he's got to go for it though, try and make something happen. The key thing is to try and keep your opponent off the hill.
That was a really thin cut, and with these pockets, that was a great shot.
Yeah, it really was a nice shot there. They're never easy at the best of times, never mind when you've not had much table time.
He's down low, seeing if that 4 ball passes by the 6 ball. Wow, what a shot. A nice little carom there from the 4 to the 9. Great shot.
He's on the board. He's won his first rack. welcome back to the Dapperbet World Pool Masters. We're in Gibraltar. Would you just look at that? Beautiful. Up next, Chris Melling, fans' favourite. Never know what you're going to get when Chris Melling is on a pool table. And then it's the battle of Team USA.
Thank you. The 7th rack. Petri Makkonen is trailing by 5 racks to 1, and he will break.
So Petri's going to get this rack underway. He's got to set himself a little target here, I feel. If he can just put a little 2 or a 3 pack together and give his opponent something to think about. Again, another powerful break, so both players, well, they're not holding back on the break. And I'm just wondering if he can play a bank shot into the top left? I mean, he has got a pretty easy safety shot, so it's kind of, how do you feel?
Well, like you said, he hasn't had much table time. He'd be relieved to have won that last wrap, that lovely carom. Well, I think he's going to go for this.
Extension,
Is it a little
please.
too extreme? He's rethinking it, using his extension, his 30-second extension, of which you get 1 per rack.
I think he wants to have a go at this. He's had a go and he's made the bank. Where's the 2 ball? Can he cut this 2 ball in the corner? I don't think he can, looking at his face.
Yeah, he was looking for that little gap there. He didn't want to catch that 3 ball.
So the cue ball, he's trying to get it up towards the 8, and this line looks lovely. Yeah, it's a good safety shot there from Petri. A little bit unlucky. Played a nice bank shot.
Extension called.
I love the way the players are very mindful of that shot clock in the arena. Some players it takes a bit of getting used to.
This is a slow one. I don't think that's too bad. The main thing for Kaci is he's not left the pot on. And you see just a little bit of swerve.
Yeah, he was just trying to catch that 2 ball a little bit thinner and try and snooker Petri back behind a 3 ball. Hard to negotiate when you're elevated and curving the ball.
Yeah, the crowd are getting into this one now. A couple of nice safety shots.
And it's nice for the players to hear that crowd and that applause for a great shot played by Petri there.
Now he's got half a chance of potting the red 3 in this corner. Between 2 rails. Didn't quite catch that how he would like. It's not too bad though. I mean, the main thing is when you're kicking out of a snooker, is you don't leave a really easy pot on. But he's already played quite a thin snip in this match, and he's got another one here. I used to hate these shots, me, Alison, honestly. Just a shot I was never fond of, and Petri's not fond of it. Needs to be careful. He's got him behind that purple 5 again. So that's a nice shot. possible jump shot coming up, but also maybe kick one rail. If there's a gap there, he's going for the jump cue. These days the players are so skilled at, you know, playing this jump shot. The modern jump cues help. You get the cue ball over and you kind of just sat in your chair if you're Petri, just praying it's your day at times.
Yeah, a lot of people when they watch Paul, they prefer to see you kick, you know, and don't like the jump cue, but I actually like the jump shot. I think it's a great addition to the game. It's a great skill to have, and when they're played really well, I think it's good to watch the ball go airborne with control.
Did you like it when you played though?
Always. I still play.
I thought you were retired like me, Ali. I do
Kinda
apologise.
silly. Well, listen, we dust our cue off when the time comes, don't we, Carl, like you did last week?
Well, yeah. That was scary moments at times. Well, he did that all wrong. He tried to go rail first.
We got loads of speed on that. Wasn't expecting it to take as much, and as you said, tried to that rail first and snooker Petri back, but I'm sure he's happy to be at the table right now. This is the chance he's been waiting for.
Yeah, you just got to make sure he keeps Kaci off 6 racks. That's what we call the hill in pool. If you can do that, you just never know. We've seen many a comeback. Let's not forget the final. That's the last final we played, even though it was 2019. Alex Kazakis was 5-0 up in that final and ended up losing, so it can happen. The great Carl Boys was 7-2 down against Ralph Souquet one year and come back.
He must be a really good player.
Fun and games in Gibraltar, why not? Yeah, one thing the players will be doing this week is you're going to be just putting a little bit more effort in getting that cue ball nearer the 9. Because if this catches one of the jaws, he's not going to slide in this week, and he fires it in. Kaci's got rack number 2 on the board. Yeah, the story of the rack so far. Yeah, just overspun this cue ball, was trying to go off the back rail. And that was the mistake. That left the man at the table to clear these balls, and he's still in this match, winner breaks. "32 years of age, Petri. His sporting hero is the great Roger Federer.
Yeah, he's been playing since he was 15 years old. Whereas Kaci's got a few years on him. I think he started at the age of 8. So 17 years worth of experience at the table right now.
Petri Makkonen to break, trailing by 5 racks to 2.
Well, it's winner breaks, and we know the wing ball's been kind. Watch this green 6 fly straight in the corner. One ball is going over the other corner, but the pink 4 ball has come to spoil the party. Yeah, it's unfortunate, but this is the game of pool. Now he's got to think about where he's going to play the push out. If you're new to pool,
Push shot's called.
the push out, you can do pretty much what you want. You can even pot another ball, but the incoming player will have the option to play the shot or put you back in. Yeah, it looks a very tricky situation. Whenever the one ball, well, he had to get his skates on then. It was right on 1 second.
Play again, please, Petri.
Has he left a 2-rail kick there, Carl?
Yeah, I think it all depends how far that one ball is away from the rail. It doesn't look like there's much room, so I don't know if he can get... Yeah, I think he can just get in behind it enough. It's not easy, so he's trying to go 2 rails and send this one back down table. Oh, he's played it wonderful. He has played it wonderful. Good news, bad news, he's left Kaci a shot, but it is a 4-inch pocket, so now this becomes a lot more difficult in the mind and the backhand.
Definitely a great tester. Heart of the pocket. Great shot there. Good clean pot into the corner pocket. Let's take another look at that. Never any doubt.
Yeah, we said at the start of the match he's one of the best cueists on the circuit. And that type of shot where you've got to stay very still and bear down. And he knows how important this rack is because he got off to such a great start and then he's lost the last 2 racks. And this will put him on the hill with a lot of breathing space. Yeah, he's just going to make sure he, after potting this ball, he pulls the cue ball down table so he's got a nice angle on the brown 7. That's fine. Needs a cue ball to travel a little bit more.
He is very impressive, Carl. All of these shots are hitting the centre of the pocket.
Eklent Kaci wins
No
the rack.
doubt about that. What's a 9-ball to now lead 6 games to 2 games?
Yeah, it was that 2-rail kick. It was a good shot though. But this, well, this was the shot of the rack, heart of the pocket, wonderful speed. And from then on, it was dot to dot. Yeah, he's got to be happy with his performance so far. Such a young man. Played very well in last year's Mosconi Cup. Seems to have found his feet in that event now. And a few years ago, Alison, he used to play really slow, did Kaci. I mean, I know there's a shot clock here, but you could still play slow with the shot clock. But I think of late he's decided to try and play
Eklent Kaçi
a bit more on the instinct, and I think it suits his game wonderful.
Definitely, and he still takes his time, but in a good way. Like you said, it's I never saw him play slowly in the past, but I'd like to look back at that just to see, because you can overthink it when you play very slowly. So I like his speed and his care of every shot.
Well, at least it looks like Petri will get another shot in this prelim match, because the one ball's gone right on the centre of the top rail, and the blue 2 ball is tied up.
Break is so important at this. It's everything really, isn't it? 9 ball, the break.
Yeah, all you can do is try and control the cue ball, and you know yourself, Alison, you've won everything in the ladies' game. Sometimes you get your chance, sometimes you don't, but you know, one day you will get the rolls as well, so it's not all, you know, one-way traffic, as they say.
Such a mental game, and it's really how you let things affect you. That can control the match.
Yeah, I think also what's important as well is if you've got a lot of pool tournaments, a lot of good pool tournaments, you know, if you do have a bit of a mare at one of them, it'd be nice to soon forget about it and just go on to the next one. You know, Matchroom Multisport, we've had the Predator Championship League pool event, Albion Ocean won, and then just last week Team Germany won the World Cup pool.
And Team Great Britain C were runners-up.
Strange things can happen on a 9-foot pool table.
I thought it was going to be the fairy tale ending.
There you see again, a real nice pot, and just catching that jaw of the middle is bad news for Petri, because he's got a chance of a combo now onto the brown 7. Now it might not be too easy to control where the 2 goes. If he does pop this brown 7, 2 ball could sit on the bottom rail. Yeah, so that's why he's run the cue ball through, to give himself a chance.
He's just eyeing up that thin cut there. Would be quite natural position to get onto the 3 if he played it that way. Looks like he is. That was a beauty. It looked like he overcut it for a minute there. That's a really nice shot. Great control of the cue ball. Lots of left-hand spin. Wow. Wasn't expecting that, Carl.
No, he's such a good potter, but I think just the fact that he had to draw the cue ball back up table, and that only just grazed the rail.
Extension called.
Now, can Petri cut this in? If he can, it's very thin. I think it's... Even if he does pot it, can he avoid cannoning that purple 5 ball? This is not easy. Well, that is one way to get on the pink 4 ball. I don't blame him there, it was very tricky, so he's just chanced his arm, he's played like a percentage shot.
Do you think he was thinking he was going to catch a 5 there?
Yeah, I think so. He just didn't like the shot, so I think in the end he's just thought, I'll just pot it and hope it's my day.
Yeah, it's always better to be authoritative, I think. He's really creating his own opportunity here because that wasn't easy. He is a great player in his own right. He has won a Euro Tour, and you know how difficult they are to win, don't you, Carl?
Yeah, it's very tough to win a Euro Tour. You've got like 250 of Europe's best pool players. But this will be interesting now because Eklent Kaci will be thinking we should be sat having a cup of tea into the next round. But he's not into the next round yet.
Wins the wreck.
Petri still in this match. It's 6-3. This was the shot kept Petri Makkonen still in this tournament. There you see the old shake of the head. And that easy 9 ball. And it's gave Petri still a chance. And there you see Chris, the shot maker Mellin, one of the fans' favourite players to watch. He's got a tough match coming up, and then it's battle of the World Cup of Pool Buddies. It's an interesting
Break
matchup.
10, Petri Makkonen to break, trailing by 6 racks to 3.
Yeah, it was kind of a rough draw for the USA, meeting up in the first round. Things just don't seem to be going his way, do they?
No, right at the end you see the ball coming. Just blocked the 1 ball. Bit of a poor break, to be honest. Didn't control the cue ball.
Push shot called.
Yeah, and there you can see where do you push to.
Eklent, your choice.
Eklund's just had a little walk round just to have a look at the angle.
again,
You
please,
always
yeah.
like to get behind the ball and just gives you a better feel of the shot, but he's having none of it. He's passed it straight back. Now he's got to be careful of the scraps if you hit this one too thin. He's digging down on the cue ball. Yeah, it just kind of never looked inviting, that shot. Just looked very awkward, so it was a poor push and smart play by Eklent to put his opponent back in.
Yeah, it was always hard to hold the cue ball and control the 1 ball there. Tough shot. Like you said, he'd be disappointed he pushed into that.
So this is chance number 2 for the match. Don't think he can
Just
get
stop the clock,
close
please.
to the 3 ball. I think we're trying to chase a fly. And you see Marcel. Oh, no, that's not a very good job, that, Marcel. You got it? Oh, he's put it in the pocket. Nice shot,
up, well done.
Marcel. Straight in the pocket.
Yeah, can't see it anymore. Restart the clock, please.
Yeah, I think he's got to try and leave the cue ball anywhere near the white line, the baulk line, and just leave himself a long shot on the 3.
That was really nicely played. A delicate little stun shot there for the pink 4 ball into the corner pocket. Nicely cued again, nice control. He just went with a straight draw shot there. You can see from the overhead how nice he hits the ball dead centre.
Yeah, he's just got a little funny angle
Extension,
into that
please.
top left corner, so he's having a look at this left centre pocket. he's just playing it in the left centre. Probably playing the cue ball off 2 rails. Yeah, that looks pretty decent. Just these remaining 3 balls to book your place into the next round.
It's got a little bit short there, but I don't think that'll pose any problems for him, the way he's been playing. Perfection is at work. And this 9 ball to seal the match.
Eklent Kaci.
Yeah, he has a tattoo on his neck, says perfection. Wasn't quite perfection, but overall he's got to be thrilled with his performance.